with the taste. Tell me you see me when I elevate. Plugging my bro with the internet line. Fuckers can keep all the secrets you tell. Next thing you hear from the person on calls. I keep my shit on the low when I go. Peeping the tellers and cutting the
Going on my knees as I close my eyes. Please don't tell no lie. Too much in my mind. Most these bitches got some pride. I know they gon' switch up for a price. Hey, please.
Correct. Right, welcome Sanbonani, Jumalanga Fela, Cyril Benghard, because I'm all that guy. The sexy chubby nigga, chubby one time, DJ chubby one time.
Allah.
Yeah, bo.
We're back again on a lovely, gloomy Sunday. Hey, for the first time, you're the first one to the class. Eh?
For the
What's
first time.
happening? What's happening?
For the first time, I'm the first one to the class. Yo, I'm slowly replacing you and your drinking habits.
There can only be one. There can only be one. I drink.
Bona.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the influence, eh?
Yeah, definitely. I am an influence.
Maybe, yeah. No.
People want to be like me.
I must. No.
I heard you want to grow a beard.
Yeah. So we're chilling with Teboho Moloi. What? Yeah, given.
Given.
Yes, given.
Yeah.
He was
He's
given
given unto women.
Yeah. So yeah, Teboho Moloi, many people know him as Tactix, Malome Tactix,
I'll take it.
yeah, this guy has become a DJ now. He has turned a DJ. And before we even touch on tactics, thank you so much
We all
for
become
people.
DJs.
Yeah.
Next time we'll not
Who inspired you?
Me. I inspired myself and my love for music.
Yeah.
No one inspired.
But I heard that drops had something to do with.
Not at all.
Not at all. So you wanna tell her live on the show that
No, she had nothing to do.
she had nothing to do with.
Absolutely.
She's only managing your music.
Yeah, she's my manager.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
music career, everything.
Everything.
My life.
Your life. and your drinking habits.
No, I can't feel that.
So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who participated on the competition.
Allah.
We see you, and we know, we've seen the comments, and many of you guessed or thought that the person who's going to be hosting was Tuzga. No.
Yeah.
Pushki.
Yeah, and which means you guys are not watching.
Yeah.
And if you've been watching, you would have seen that Tuesday's already been on.
Episode 8.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, moving right along, tactics, DJ, ukopanakale DJ.
Ay.
Those are chords.
Siyakhala, man.
Ziyakhala.
Dumelang, Bamameli,
Siyabathumelisa.
Kaofela,
Yeah.
South Africa and the rest of the world. Tactics SA, Malome Tech.
Allah.
Taxila.
Yeah, but DJ, ne? Well, the reason I became a DJ is because I like good music.
Yeah.
And I hated the fact that I get clapping every time I hear people playing bad music.
Funny enough, Nakuboga DJs who play cat music.
Exactly.
Yeah, on a previous show.
On a previous show.
Yeah, so you get to a club sometime.
Yeah.
So I said, no, let me just, because I love music, I can listen to any type of music, from jazz, soul, Basotho, Kaofela, as long as it's quality music.
Yeah.
And
So can't you remember this one time we were driving and I played King Monada?
yeah, that went crazy.
and this guy was like, yeah, this is a nice jam. So when you say you're versatile in music and you like good sounds, I get reminded of the Limpopo house thingy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and how you reacted to it, and you were liking it then.
I don't really care what kind of a song it is. If it's
As long as it's a
Nigerian,
nice tune. Yeah.
even if I don't hear what they sing, as long I know which this is keeping me moving.
Yeah.
Even Africans music, there's some Africans music that you get to
I have a bit of a problem when you say good music because it all boils down to preference.
Yeah.
There was a friend of mine that I had a conversation with. So he's a fan of like those oldies.
Oh yeah.
Those old
The
ballads.
ballads,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And then he said, "What Trey Songz is bad music." I'm like, no, Trey Songz can sing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He is a very good singer.
Yeah.
So don't say it's bad music just
Because
because
it's
you
not
don't
preference.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? That's the bit of, you understand
Most
what
of the
I'm
time,
saying?
when people say, when people have stuff as not their preference, they would say it's bad. So yeah.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I don't care. Okay, you can be a good artist like be Drake, but I know what Drake. He has like 5 songs that I love the most.
Okay.
But he's a good musician.
Yeah.
But I know this once I say play, even go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is
music for the
you know what to deliver to the fan.
exactly at a certain moment.
I get you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, man.
clarify.
There was a moment at Blue Horizon when he played after you started the show. Abadala phansi komthunzi welanga. Adlala sister Bettina. And there was another quite a song you played.
Yeah, trompies.
Trompies. Man, yo, it was a jump and people were crazy. People, so someone said you have to get it come aside. You should have in second toe, get the back side. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, because you loved music, I've always known you to love music. Your DJing career was born.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm gonna move completely away from music. We will touch that maybe later. Tell us about Hariho. People know you as Tactix.
Yes.
Those who are close to you know you as Teboho, and they don't know your challenges, your struggles, the things that you faced that were a problem to you, and to an extent almost compromised your health, your state of mind, almost became a problem, in a sense, a depression in your life. I happen to know a couple of your losses that affected you, but you never backed down. You still managed to stand up and become a stronger man. So take us through that journey with regards to your losses and how you rose up after that. What's I saying? Like,
All right. First of all, let me start with I had a very abusive dad. Ne?
Yeah.
Every day he used to beat my mama up. Like every day.
Yeah.
He went to a point where he nearly bent the house and everything.
Shucks.
My brother, I don't know if you know my brother. This brother
Yeah. He's a vibe. He's a vibe. Yeah.
He's more like my second dad.
Do I know him?
Yeah.
He was there when
you started that game of rotating.
Yes, he was there,
Okay.
but he was a bit tired because he said he didn't want to stay.
Okay.
But eventually stayed.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, he was more like a second father to me. So he was more like our father. Because he was there almost at the time protecting us, taking us out of the house so that we cannot be able to witness that situation. So what happened, my father got sick, and I was in grade 11. So he died 2006. I was in school when they announced his death and all stuff. And then I think that is the thing that affected me the most to be a man. That's where my journey started, standard 11. So I had to face grade 12 alone. And remember, this is the phase whereby I need a father figure. I need somebody to teach me about sex, somebody to teach me about girls, teach me about life
discipline.
It's
It's funny that you started with sex.
Yeah.
Priorities. You can see.
I almost said something that our viewers would be wow if they were very active. I don't know. I have no experience of that. Actually, very active.
Maybe
They might
be present. Maybe you guys have encountered things together. We don't know.
But yeah, man. Your dad passing, and we know it didn't sit well with you.
Exactly.
And you now had to.
Because I still had that rage. Okay, I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
I was about to ask you that though.
Yeah.
As he passed on.
Yeah.
What were your feelings when you got the message, and how did you react to the whole thing? Because
I was about to
you
say
knew.
Yeah.
I was about to say he has a big heart, because for someone that saw your dad abuse your mom, you'd be not happy but relieved that this person that was causing so much pain.
Gone.
But for him to feel like, okay, I've lost, shows that he has a very big heart.
Yeah.
But then I said I hate this guy, but then I was also happy that he's gone, because I knew what we are not going to experience, whatever. But then there was also that part of me that says, if I grow up and be bigger than this guy, I'm going to make him experience the pain that I experienced as a child. So I had that rage, but then unfortunately God took him. I forgave him, I forgave myself. I had to move on. Definitely. So time went by, I spoke with my grandma.
Before you spoke about this loss, and you going into a phase where you really needed your dad to teach you stuff. And so how was the journey at grade 12 for you after this huge loss?
It was very challenging because that year I had to survive on my own. Luckily enough, I had a best friend, and he lost his dad. But then we had to be like brothers, we had to be fathers to each other. Whereby I was schooling every time with like mathematics. I sucked at mathematics, but then he was able to show me certain things that I can do so I can be better.
Are you better now?
Now mathematics. I'm old. Don't ask me old. Don't ask me about school.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So yeah, we managed to survive together. Remember that year there was the biggest strike in Bethlehem, I think Free State, whereby teachers were not going to school for a very long time. So we had to do extra classes without teachers.
Yeah.
There was a man Muntiti. I don't know if you remember Muntiti.
Yeah.
She stays in Pulamkashi. You know, relate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. She's the one who actually helped us to actually survive the mathematical thing. But it's very maths. And then we managed to pass that year. I never thought I was going to be able to pass, Mara. That's what it was
By God's grace.
Exactly. So after that, I went to my grandmother, my father's mother. Yeah, I sat down with her and then she asked me, what do you want to do after this thing? You see your dad is gone and it's going to be hard for you. You have to do something with your life. And I said, all my friends are going to school, they're going to varsity.
Yeah.
Non-excessively one. About friend married, they are Bloemfontein because they were privileged more than I am.
Yeah.
So now I was left alone. That's when she told me, okay, there's Ndate Selby. I don't know, Ndate Selby.
Yeah.
Go to Ndate Selby, he can try to help you out. I am unknown, and then, luckily enough, I was able to get next fast, PM2. And the funny part of it, when I went to Kwako for the first time, I never knew of Kwako Ika. I thought maybe you're not today, I'm going to fit a casino.
Yeah, it's a lie. I've landed.
I mean, just 1 year.
Like, I'm right there. So I was like,
And it was still a long drive.
yeah, it was very long drive because tracking was amazing. I'm like, this one, I cannot test it. Take another one. So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Without this, you're on your own now. You have to move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, time went by. I was in varsity. I stayed with my aunt. She took care of me. I made a lot of friends, including this guy. They taught me a lot about life. And I feel like my life was more like I was through inside a prison. University is more like a prison. It's more like a concentration camp. They put you there for a certain time, and then you have to get out there. It's either you get out a good person or
a bad person. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So
and there are a lot of lessons from. I mean, this guy escaped UJ.
No, definitely. First year. I was like, this place is not for... No, not first year. First 6 months.
yeah.
First 6 months.
Because
semester.
Yeah, no. First semester.
Yeah.
There are 2 semesters.
Yes, in a year.
In a year, yeah.
Yeah.
After first semester, I was like, nah. But I didn't tell them back home.
So you escaped without parents knowing?
No, I was still living there and enjoying fun,
And
having fun.
they still paid you your stuff and all
Yeah,
of that.
everything.
And you're having fun.
Having the time.
This guy.
You.
Wait, nah.
PlayStation, girls, alcohol. You.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's a lot of lessons. And
Yeah.
you, for somebody who knows, you did very well for yourself back in varsity.
Yeah.
And you managed to graduate.
Yeah.
But now, you graduating and you become degree, right? BA degree. And general.
Yeah, general.
Yeah, and you graduating and not going to find employment. Or you not being able to have prospects for employment.
Exactly.
And you are an artist, Kankana. So how did you manage to find the balance? Okay, if something came up, I would go, but not neglect music. Or do you stay in
was
music?
you willing?
That's the thing. When
Yeah,
you're willing
were
to
you
find
willing
employment.
Yeah, when I graduated, I felt like I've made
It's
it.
everybody's dream, I think.
I felt like I'm on top of the world. I'm gonna get my dream car. I'm gonna get my dream house.
Okay.
Everything is
Dream
easy.
girl.
I can just knock on any office and say this is my degree.
Yeah.
And I'm hired.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So I was eager to get employment. So Kilaya for my first employment technically, but I was actually serving Jews.
Okay.
Caltex, there's a new Caltex here in town
Okay.
that happened to open, and then as usual, we were always like a clan,
Yeah.
moving together. So we went there, applied for that position. Luckily enough, they needed people. We were the last 2 to be taken, and we are the only ones with a degree. So maybe the employer thought like, okay, if I can get this big prince in here,
Yeah.
my business can just boom like that. Yeah. But then 3 years later, I felt like I'm wasting my life being here, doing this thing, because I don't really love being here. It's like I'm waking up every day, going to work, getting paid, using the same money that I'm getting paid for to go to work every day to wake up and buy.
That's rough.
Because when I looked at my life, like that's when my graphic designing business started. Because I felt like I'm making more money as a graphic designer than being here, taking care of this guy's business. At the end of the day, I'm getting peanuts. So, but then I was grateful for that because I was still learning. He taught me a lot. From the whole experience, I learned a lot. I learned to be a manager. I learned how to manage money, how to run my own business. So I'm grateful for that also. But then today, I feel like I'm at a point where I don't really know what a CV is. Whenever you give me a job application letter, even if you can say, here's a job application, apply, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not going to do it. Unless if you say, yeah, when I know somebody, I know this guy, he's got employment for you, let's go sign a contract today, then I'll go.
Is that because you tried to apply for jobs so bad that you didn't even get one and you feel it's useless anymore?
Definitely.
Because I have the same thing that you're feeling. I have it. After I left Old Mutual, I wanted to find employment. And I mean, I was knocking everywhere. But soon after I started my business, I realized I no longer need employment. What I need is myself and my thinking or my mentality to feed this idea and grow it. And I speak to you today, I keep battling speeds. I'm not even looking. Even if somebody came and said, here's a job, I would first look at a scale. Anything less than 20k a month,
that's nothing.
Forget.
Give me something.
Because I now know how to make 20k. High.
And enjoying
through my own efforts. Not to go and work for somebody and wait for 30 days to get 20k. No disrespect to people who are doing that. It works for them. We can't all be entrepreneurs. But we get to a point where we now need to weigh. And I get where you're coming from because now I think with this graphic designing thing, you're doing so well for yourself. And your work is born. Have you seen his posters?
Yeah, I have.
I think they are very beautiful. Yeah. So there's this woman. No disrespect to your current partner.
Yeah.
There's this woman.
It's a clear car.
We clarify stuff here. There's this woman in KZN, right? And she has your child. Tell us the story.
Wow, man. That was actually my first love, you know.
Yeah.
Because she took me from somebody I loved.
Okay.
Yeah, luckily enough, the one that I loved had a baby with somebody else.
And
so I fell in love with this one, the KZN queen, you know. We were so much in love, it was crazy. Nobody could tell us anything or whatever. Okay, it was just that Bonnie and Clyde, I'll die for you.
Where was it in Kwakwa?
Yeah, it was in Kwakwa.
Okay.
We will rent a room together. Survive on beans and chakalaka and pap together.
All right,
and she never complained about anything. If she had something, she'd give it to me. If I had something,
you'd give it to her.
Anna Katia said, she'd give it to me.
Yeah.
Baby, go.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then back then I was a boy, you know. I was full of things, you know. That's when this TheClearCupPodcast, this news, people started living me. So I lost myself in the whole situation.
In the phase.
Yeah, so that's where I lost my concept of love. I started mistreating her. I started being a cheater. I started not sleeping home or fights. There was a point whereby we actually had a fight. I was actually expelled from varsity. We had an argument that night, and then I always tell her, don't hit me. Whatever you do, we can just argue and just put your hands on me because I'm gonna retaliate. That night she hit me and then I hit her back. She fell and there was a security guard standing right there. He saw the whole thing. I was disciplined, kicked out of varsity. I had to go survive out there. But then I had a room inside the residence of the varsity. But then it was really crazy. And that was when we lost our first son.
Yeah.
The whole thing, when those things were happening.
Yeah.
And
during the conflict and all of that.
Yeah, and most people don't know this story is that the reason why my son is dead, I feel like I'm also part of the responsibility of what happened.
I wanted us to get there because this is something that you are partially blaming yourself about. And I feel you shouldn't. There was conflict, you guys fought, but the best thing I think Chabi, is that when you have become a perpetrator, you may not have realized your mistakes. You can't beat yourself about it.
I wonder the minute you own up.
The minute you own up, that's it.
That's progress.
Yeah. You know. So we're not gonna delve deeper in you losing your son and all of that. And it's sensitive, and immediately right after these fights and all of that, how did you manage to get back up and we told her once again? And in fact, was this person still around after?
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah, after all these issues and stuff, and you losing your son, did this person stay? And what happened? Moving on.
Yeah, she stayed. She stayed, but then she stayed. We had a funeral. We did everything, and then she stayed. But then after that, things changed. We don't know how people think of it.
Yeah.
That's when she actually, after I graduated before, and then I didn't get a job. I was hustling out here. I got my small piece job there. So, and then after she graduated, luckily enough, after she graduated, she's a teacher. She was able to get employment quickly. So now that's where I kicked in already. In the household, the man must always have an upper hand financially, emotionally. Yeah, definitely. Mostly financially.
Yeah.
You know, a man without money. You might think it's wrong, but that it is.
I think that's a fact. That's being very narrow-minded.
But it's a fact.
Particularly on the side.
Hey.
Maybe if you're different type of women in South Africa, it happens over and over again. You can be AKA right now and be like, boom. Tomorrow and be pitch black afro. What do you do? You throw in jail.
You used one guy.
Yeah,
Black.
He was a billionaire and then he was loved. Then everybody loved him.
He messed up.
Once you lose your financial muscle, you lose everything. That's why personally, I always make sure that I'm ahead of my game. My money is always up there. For my kids, for my
So you say you'd never date a woman that earns more than you? In a nutshell.
If your mindset is different from whatever you updated.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, my wife was a teacher, earning when I was a manager. And you know, it's crazy how it sounds. I'm a manager, she's a teacher.
But she's earning more.
I mean, you know,
she's managing.
Supposed to say,
in the bedroom.
do you understand? But yeah, because she was a perfect woman, we never had issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then that's the fact that it's the point whereby we don't need to neglect it. We need to say, well, this is it. We know.
We call it for what it is.
That's why they say the man is a president. You have to be a man.
Yeah.
You have to protect your family.
Yeah.
So she got her job, and I lost my value. I think the reason
You think you lost?
I think the reason I lost my value that time is because I had the same mindset. Okay, I need to be financially powerful to control this. And unlucky enough, I have the same woman that I'm talking about. Okay, if the woman does not have the mindset that even if you're earning less, you can still be loved and be treated as a man. So she went on about she found somebody else. Secretly though, I found out, and then
that probably messed you up, right?
It killed me again, man. I was already on my. I was at my tactics peak.
And
so was the guy,
you loved her against him because you had stopped the nonsense of cheating and not.
Was the guy earning more than you?
The guy's a teacher also. I mean,
you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna find each other there.
You got a polo. I'm in the taxi.
To go see her, the guy just runs.
So she found that guy, and then I found out. I managed to fix things even though I found out about that guy. I realized
you loved her.
Maybe I had her back then, and now I needed to fix whatever I did because it was I'm part of the.
You probably thought you pushed her away.
So, but then unlikely enough, I was not the chosen one.
Things didn't work out. Yeah. So,
yeah, everything's okay. We co-parenting, everything's fine.
Because you now have
we have a second born with her. I have a second born with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then the funniest part about babies, when I was busy being a playboy, I was a playboy. I lost my son after that. That's why I lost myself. Unluckily enough, there was this girl I loved so much from that level. And she was the first year going to, she just came into varsity.
Yeah.
So while I'm still confused about losing my son, I couldn't control myself. I said like, if I die today, I die. If I have sex today, I have sex today, I die. If there's AIDS for it, I was at the level where I'm done.
You were wilding. You were wilding.
You didn't care anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, me and this girl managed to sleep together, and by the time, boom.
Yeah.
By the time she was pregnant, my current girlfriend, the one that I lost the son with, she's pregnant.
You've got, and now you are co-pregnancy.
Yeah. Same year. Boys, same year.
Yeah.
So both of them.
He did
Co-pregnancy.
He did the things that Blaq did. You know, you've got a similar situation.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful thing, though.
It's a beautiful
No wonder
thing.
you said he performs. Because you guys, no wonder.
We laugh about it, but it's hectic.
Yeah,
It's hectic
yeah,
because
yeah.
when it happens, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult, but that is life.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah, it's
It's
life.
life.
Yeah,
But how do you throw something like that to your parent, or lady?
Yeah, ne?
One guy.
Yes.
Bro.
It was tough too.
How do you even start telling them?
Yes.
Him
And my mom hated the second one because she knew the first one.
First one, yeah.
It'll always be the case.
Same thing with me. My mom that didn't like my wife, but was very fond of my baby mama one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know for what reason.
Exactly.
But nje ke ntho ya batswadi.
Yeah.
They will feel that motho wa bona ke ola
The first one
because
is
they birthed your first or their first child for you. So I guess it's crazy because they need to love what you love based on the value that this person is bringing to your life and what the value abafanya yona le bona.
But it's all parents. My mom told me straight up, if I'm to break up with Drops, she
will disown you.
Exactly.
No, not disown me. I can do whatever I want to do in the streets.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to see anyone.
Shout out to Menma. She's a real mother.
Drops is protected.
Yeah, she's protected. I love that kind of a mother.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a problem. It's a problem because now you're talking about it's inevitable, and it's not a given or some for life.
Yeah.
Stuff might happen. Things that you can't even go back to your mother and say, Mom, you know that there's a mess up and we can no longer be together, and you need to understand I'm gonna move on. Yeah, now I'm clinged to that one person.
That one.
Until my drops. You know, and we feel how it will current then. It's a feel unsafe and unloved.
Yeah.
Because amen. So glad that you mentioned the lady that from Bethlehem that you now have a child with and stuff, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about that and include the relationship that you have with your son.
Second son.
Can I call the lady by name?
Yes, sir. Okay.
No, okay. The producer says we can't.
Yeah. Anonymous.
Yeah, anonymous. Okay. Baby mama 2.
Okay.
Baby mama 2.
Wait, before that, are you still together with Baby Mama too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Things happen.
Did you fuck up again?
I think history repeats itself.
Okay.
The same story that I told you, it happened again.
It happened again.
Deja vu.
I have this thing of being tactics that girls don't get on tactics. That tactics will never wake up every day, go wash himself, put a tie on, go work for some.
Oh, okay.
I don't want that. I'm me. I want to wake up at my own time, make money in my own time.
At your most convenience.
Yeah. So
do you think that girls don't understand your drive about life and your work? They end up leaving, or do you think it's your behavior that doesn't convince them that they need to be patient with you?
I think it's both ways.
Yeah.
Because at first I'm a very loving person.
Yeah.
I'm the most romantic guy you can have. I can buy you pizza.
What a man!
Like I said, finance for me is very powerful. Because if I have money, I'm not actually buying her, but I'm buying the things that can keep us happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm the most romantic guy. If you can give me a girlfriend for a week, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She's not.
One even there. What's up,
So yeah,
So
I'm a very loving person.
Yeah.
But then I think with time and their impatience with me, I grow impatient with myself. wherever I start controlling. I start controlling them. I want them to be what I am. I want them
what you think they need to.
I'm trying to enforce this thing. This is it. Because I've given you time to understand me. Because I've loved you enough to say, I've made 3 posters today, 1.5. Take half of this. I'm trying to show you the value that I have without having to go out there.
Oh, tell me chums.
A lot.
No.
Why not?
No, I'm kidding. But no, that's one thing.
I think all guys.
One day.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We lose so much money.
No, we got a story for another day.
But yeah, Tech. Yeah, so your drive and your approach, what you are trying to do, your entrepreneurship and all your focus, possibly makes women not want to understand you.
Yeah.
Or not understand you, in fact. Let's put it like that. But you've got a current girlfriend now. She understands you, man.
Yeah, I know.
And you run around even for her. I mean, this one time, okay, still for another day. But yeah, you run around for her. You love her.
Yeah, I go crazy. Yeah, I love this.
And you met this girl while she was still in high school.
Still a baby.
And there was a lot of shade around that. There was a lot of shade around that, and I also threw shade at that.
Yeah.
Because
What's wrong with you?
You know,
Let me take a sip.
because I thought, and this was, let me clarify this. This was a time when I and Malome Tech were in business together, and we were advocating for something, and you know me and discipline, right? I'm always there, and I wanted, because I knew Baby Mama Yahai, owner that we referred to her as Baby Mama 2.
Yes.
I didn't want for him to go for somebody at all, as a personally.
Yeah.
As for Muhudisa in the things that he's doing. But I wanted him to go for somebody who was already there and
At that level.
would understand where this guy is, so that, here's my approach. This person is able to meet them halfway. But you know what we say? It's not always that how one treats them for somebody or none of them.
Yeah.
They will take their approach and of one and I'm taking back my words today. The shade I throwed over what you couldn't have gone for a school girl. I'm taking it back today because
So she's out of school.
she's out of school. No, just to clarify.
Out of school.
No, she's that good. So where this girl is at the moment and how she's showing support to Malome Tech, I mean, I value that. I mean, it's big because I know where he took her from and how he made her to understand the journey that he is in, the road he's traveling. So honestly, openly to everyone and saying, I'm taking back my words today to say, but Tech shouldn't have gone for her. You know, you don't choose who you love.
Yeah.
But the experience itself teaches you, or no, but this is the right person for me.
That's true.
Based on how they're able to understand you.
You can never choose who to love.
You can never choose who to love, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's
I mean, Jobs didn't like me.
Jobs didn't like you. I mean,
Who likes you?
Exactly. They don't like me until they get to know me.
The same thing we were talking about last week. That in because they will end up not liking you because man
True.
Yeah.
and then once they get to experience you, oh, Chad is a mood, you know.
I mean, there's a guy that we're chilling at Stoop Stories.
Yeah.
There's a guy that told me.
Did you hear that?
That was it.
Nakataki, ne? And I'm Zulu. Stoop Stories, which sounds Stoop Stories. Let him say it. Say it again.
This is why they don't like
What's
you.
the accent? This I don't like you. Cheesy. This cheesy. Say Stoop Stories again. I would like Stoop Stories.
Stoop Stories.
Stoop Stories. Stoop Stories.
It's the way it is, though. There's a guy we're chilling with there. He told me, 99, Father, now when I saw you, I didn't like you at all.
Ne?
I thought, line. He told me that, and I told him, I appreciate the fact that you were man enough to tell me now that we are cool. So when I see him, I can chill and juju.
Yeah. Because most often they would mistreat you because they think we're bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Until they get to experience you. Yeah. I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. And I think the same thing with you and the name.
Yeah.
Tactics.
Exactly.
Sometimes we're trying to because there's this name, Waipona, and you will not be associated with them and all of that. I don't know how Tjhabster. I mean, the most loving guy.
Yeah.
You know, when we still work together, go beating, every second person or every person who buys and chills there, he would go to them, ask them, have a chat, and you know what. So yeah, that's the kind of a guy he is. So, Ntwana can I move to that? Baby Mama 2. In fact, let's start there. Baby Mama 1. I get it now that there's a teacher involved, teacher guy involved, who's now romantically involved with your first love.
Yes,
Are they still together?
Are they still together?
I'm not sure.
To an extent, you know.
I've lost contact on that.
On that? Okay.
You've lost contact,
You don't have that
but the
information.
child, the little one.
Yeah. I'm still like I said, co-parent.
Co-parent, yeah, okay, yeah. I missed that. Okay. And Hawel. I mean, I remember this one time we went and bought shoes for him because it was his birthday. Yeah, and it was a beautiful thing.
I still appreciate
I mean, it was a beautiful thing. And Lisha, that thing, and teaching him what you missed from your father.
Exactly. Yeah. Every day, but then we don't actually meet because there's certain things I need to do traditionally, so I can be able to.
That bar you from being actively involved.
Yeah. But then this year it's happening. I've been
postponing it
because I never believed in all those ancestors.
I've
always been tactics. Yeah,
I'm
very my dad was a heavy suit man, and even
he wouldn't even let you.
No, he wouldn't even.
He would strangle you now.
That's why I can while my surname.
He would strangle you now.
Right now I'm teaching myself how to be a man because I don't have uncles. I don't have people who are teaching me how to be Moloi.
You have your brother.
So who's gonna sit down? Your brother's gonna sit down for Mshangon Sanlobor and Blaq and I. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You're gonna go the morning guy. You're not gonna do anything. From Blomo,
I don't trust you.
Yeah. So it's happening this year. You will do
this year, I'm actually
rituals and traditions.
I'm finishing everything. I'm paying off all the debts that I have.
Okay.
And then I'm getting my sons back. I'm getting the savings.
Okay.
When you say sons, is the one in Congo included?
The one in KZN.
Oh, the man has moved now to KZN.
Yeah, the kid is in KZN.
Okay. The mother,
I don't even know.
Somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm claiming them back. I'm getting my kids.
Language barrier between you and the kid. KZN.
Lwandi Sutando.
Lwandi.
Yeah, Lwandi.
That's when I'm going.
For my side, it's Kagabe.
Kagabe.
Yeah, language barrier. It's easy.
Zulu.
Because
Elena
I went to Unico.
Yeah, I mean, we went to
University of KZN.
Yeah, you know.
So
Yeah.
I need to get Unico to Zulu.
But
now I'm
yeah. So
the only problem I get with him is how do I discipline him in Zulu?
Okay.
I don't have that. Hey,
I'll teach you that. I'll teach you how to make Kabi first, and then you can point the gun and say, son.
I don't do it.
So are you hitman? I want to start there.
In my own private space. Where I've got an agent said hitman. Call me, I'll have you sorted. So, Yena, in terms of you participating, family traditions and all of that, and custom payments and all of that, have you done that? Does he use your surname?
I've done half of that.
Okay. So you're not done yet?
I'm not done yet.
And you want to focus on Khaugen?
Yeah, right now I want to finish Khaugen because I feel like he was mostly impacted. By the time they went to my home, they taken about city big headache. I told my parents to deny everything.
What?
So
this guy.
I was a boy, man. You don't know.
Claiming to shoot players.
Remember.
While he knows his pistol is always loaded.
And hitting the target.
Let's go back to the fact that I said I was ready to die.
Okay.
At that point, I was saying, I don't care who's what. I don't. Whatever happens, I don't care of anything.
Let's talk about that depression. How did you deal with it? Did you seek help from professionals? Did you on your own manage to get back up? What happened? How did you do it?
I think I got back up by myself.
Yeah.
Back then, before
what helped you?
Before I had my firstborn, I would cry about it. I would complain. I would do things. But then after losing him, I I use him as a shield over me, like an ancestor. Like if he died, he sacrificed his life for me. So whatever problem I face in life, he already has a solution for me. Okay. If I don't have money, there's point where I don't have money like for 3 days. But then I don't cry and say I don't have money, man. That desperate. I say okay, fine. It's my 7 years of hunger, my 7 years of fulfillment. I'm gonna get that. So with depression, I usually say he's watching over me. Yeah, God is watching over me. He's watching over me.
You live in the hope that
I'm doing this for him.
Yeah.
Because if he sacrificed so much for me as a child, I need to sacrifice so much to make sure that I don't give up on my other children, and my family,
that's
my friends.
big.
Yeah. So I always focus I'm always listening to music, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And you know hip hop is very influential. Yeah. And I love listening. I'm always listening to music. Yeah. Every time I'm walking, the only time I'm not listening to music is when I'm sleeping. So I'm always listening to messages, singing to them. If I'm hurt, I will sing Eminem. Till
angry songs.
Till it's all gone. And sometimes I sing happy songs.
Eminem sings?
A lot of his songs are very angry.
Yeah.
Shouting at the mic.
Yeah. So if I'm shouting at these walls and I myself, after 5 seconds you walk in, Tactix, I'm happy again. Let's go. Keep going. So I think music is also plays a part in healing me through depression and everything.
The music is a healer.
Yeah, because it's a healer. For me, I don't do it for money. That's the most powerful thing for me. If you can call me to your birthday, I will say, I'm gonna give me 200, just buy me drinks. Let's just chill. Like with Tuesday, I just go there. I'm not expecting to give me 10,000. Whenever he wants to give it to me, give it to me. So for me, I just do it as something that I love. I love it. Like even this one-man show. One-man show.
The one that you just did in Kwakwa.
Yeah, I paid for 2 guys for transportation. I bought them refreshment when they got there. Because I wanted us to go there and make it happen. I didn't expect anything in return. So music for me is my healing, it's my therapy session.
Sometimes that's the one thing that elevates us in life, to be able to give and give freely and give honestly. And at some point in our lives, this won't benefit us, but it might benefit our children, because you've got babies growing and all of that. And if you're able to give yourself over for the goodness of humanity, that goodness will come back to you or your kids someday in life. So you spoke about you finishing off and all of that. Now, the very one question that I want to ask is that you going to pay damages.
Yeah.
Like the Southern today,
But it is damage.
man.
You want a traditional word?
It's damage.
English is failing me there. on national TV. It's not damages, man.
Okay.
Does this include you paying, let's call it damages, for the lady as well? Or you're only paying for your child and all the process that needs to be done for your child to claim the surname, and you're done? Because I have an experience here,
Double damage.
No, experience here, damages with the number one. The amount we left there, but I want to have damages. I mean, we left 2 grand.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
What are damages? Yeah.
That's why I see her tooth clipper.
Yeah, but I'm clipper sharp. Because
But she got tooth clipper.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Let me out. Let me be out. Yeah. Come on, 2K.
Because that's the thing. You become actively involved. I'm male pregnant.
Yeah, you buy everything.
You assist everything.
Yeah.
You buy stuff and
that's damages already.
I'm going to personally say that the African culture is a money-making scheme for the family of the woman.
Yeah,
it is
true. Because occasionally to a level where you say, how old are you?
I mean,
one is bringing this to me. What am I bringing? You know, and do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And let's talk about. Did you clarify that? Or
what's the difference?
I think the only time how patala lemsari is when you are married.
Yeah, but you know how these families are so crazy, and they can become nasty. o sholo re bona ba tseba ngwana ba ntse o rata
Oh shit.
o fihle
Ke rata ba. I mean,
wa fitlha go lopata damages be ba re be ba batla go twista to an extent ba re ha re amohele di-damages a ke ba tseba intentions tsa gago o batla o ntshe di-damages o qete
o nke seboka.
o tswe mosebetsi o nke seboka bona ba ya hana be ba re ha re amohele di-damages tsa gago until o lefa mahadi a ngwana rona.
Mahadi jwang ke sa monyane.
That's the thing. Okay, how do you get over that? What if he wants to go and do that and have feet like he's met with, we will not accept this, and you will not get that child.
That's
That's
when he has to go with an older person that can say, hey, we are not here for that.
Ne?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of I think shows lead experiences where people or families get returned to say, but if you are not paying lobola, don't you dare want to claim the surname, because for you senior kalat belena it meant o tonka ena motieno go bana hona o to senya la belena o tse motho ka la paleng e bo tonka motiano sie motiano wa bona. So it becomes a bit of an issue, but yeah, it becomes a bit of, but I hope you manage to do it, like you say, because I just hear you say
I
something.
don't think it's going to be an issue. I think everything.
I'm just having my kid.
Yeah, no, that's the focus here is Tolamwana, get the surname. I mean, nothing on. I don't have boys, I've got girls only. And in as much as I want, the two I've claimed my surnames and the other one I could not. But if Amul was a boy, I would do everything, because as a boy, that's the first thing that you need to claim.
That's your blood. That's your blood.
Because now Nana, Nana, one hour how Mashimani, that's all I can missing your house. I all these things because name is in your house. That Moshang eventually hangs in your house. I'm talking about him in your house. And now it's a bad thing, you know. So I would
have the same problem.
You have the same problem, but
let's fix it.
Yeah, let's fix it. But with me, it's more hectic because
the active one.
Yeah. Being number one is a bit hectic. There's no communication. There's no relationship. There's nothing. I'm mostly involved with my two daughters from my wife, ex-wife, and I don't know why do I keep on referring to her as my wife every show. And producer, have you heard that?
And I've said it.
We need to fix this, and you need to remind me every time.
How is if
you need to write my
script. Your current girlfriend was to watch,
No. Here's one thing. We have gone through this with her.
Okay.
Because after every episode is loaded and is aired,
it's always my wife.
We watch together. And we you're stupid. And we have a discussion. And I would explain to her, where does all of this come from?
Because where does it stem from?
Yeah. You know, because I think I've not clearly clarified this. There's a separation, but there's no final divorce.
Shut up. Dangerous.
Yeah. So, are you over your baby mama too?
Yes.
Because I've noticed every time when I drive past her, she would look at me with that eye. When
I don't think we get over people, because she was once my soulmate. I'm over the situation that I cannot have her anymore.
Does she understand?
Maybe she has moved on. I have moved on. I know I've moved on my side. I found somebody.
And you're happy now?
I'm happy. So I don't want to break this one to go back there, keep bouncing back between. That's what I did with baby mama 1 and baby mama 2. When this one will help me, I will bounce back to that one. When this one will help me back. So I said, I want to break that circle.
Yeah.
I want to keep bouncing back.
Yeah, no, that's power.
So with where you are with your current girlfriend, have you introduced her to your son? The son in Bethlehem?
Yeah, they've met. Even the one in Hillary Smith, they've met.
Okay.
But then this one, they've not actually spent more time
together. Yeah.
The one in KZN knows her.
Oh.
And they love each other.
Okay. That means you are there for keeps. That's why once a parent introduces, I don't want to say an outside party into their child's life.
Yeah.
But that means that
could be seen as that.
Yeah, but when it can, outside place.
Yes.
Not a foreign. Not a foreign.
So, but yeah, I think you're talking about important here in a way. How to be banaba hao motho hao. How does this person react to them, and how do your kids react to banaba hao? Yeah,
and she loves them. Yeah.
I'm gonna spiral back just a step before we move on. So, at the time when you started a relationship with the high school girl, were your plans to hit, or were you planning to be in a relationship? Because I don't know, but a high school girl, I don't think you'd go with the intentions of, okay, this is gonna be
I want a wife.
Yeah, I want a wife. So what were your intentions with her at that point when you said, okay, high school?
Yeah.
Now when I fall for somebody, let me make an example. If I fall for Tropes, I won't fall for now.
Don't go there.
I said
Don't go there.
Yeah, I understand.
This show would end now.
The only girl that was able to hit me on the spot is the one in KZN.
Yeah.
Like the one that where you fell in love. Like,
Yeah.
I think I was rebounding on her.
Okay.
But then this high school girl, it's a girl I've been watching my whole life. So when you get on Facebook, there's that girl like this one. This one.
I was like those naughty
Like
adults.
this
You know,
one.
I'm coming.
So yeah, I fell over her even before she knew that I'm in love with her.
Okay.
I was just finalizing it by meeting.
You paid attention.
Yeah.
But wait, you're still not answering. Even though you were looking at
The
it,
intentions.
was your intention to hit only?
So
And then later in life, you're like, hey, I've been hitting it for so long. It's nice. I'm in love. I'm in love. And then it just so happened she finished with 3. Now the West happening. Let's go.
I'm bringing it close.
Hey.
Yeah, what are your intentions?
My intentions.
This guy.
I think I can read between the lines.
No,
my
clearly.
intentions were to hit. Obviously.
Yeah. I just wanted confirmation. I knew in my heart, but I wanted confirmation.
It's more like seeing a Hennessy bottle. Like one day I'm gonna drink this bottle.
Yeah.
I love it, but then I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Like billiard.
Don't trust Chaba has been analyzing Hennessy. From the day he
started drinking.
He quit UJ and said, you know what, UJ.
Yeah, I was out.
So maybe I wanted to taste something that I love, and then it happened that I fell in love with what I was seeing.
Yeah.
Because I remember this one time we went and we delivered her lunch.
I was crazy.
Fucking pissed. And this guy was crazy over this girl. I'm like, you can't even bring me here. I was like, hey, Skolo.
I know you.
I'm not. Skolo, and this guy would tell tactics bold. There, you know. I'm like, just get this thing done. Go. I don't know what we're seeing here.
That's
and this guy, but you know what? With what we are seeing today, I mean, it's all love, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So she knows how much you love her, right?
A lot, yeah.
And you grew to love her about, like you say, all our wapilo, I'm going to first tengu wapalama. Not in that sense, man. But all of you paid attention, you took your time, and guys, Chaba, I'm not something. So all of you pay attention and you learned to love her.
Yeah, this one actually, I'm actually fixing myself. My actions, my anger, everything. She's more like a project that has helped.
And I noticed what the moment they would love day.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah. And how would you say she inspires you? Because remember, there was a time when I thought, but you can't go for a girl who's still in school.
Yeah.
Because they will not understand the journey that you're traveling based on where you are in life and what you're trying to build. And now, how is she understanding you? And Lore, does she appreciate everything we is right now as a brand?
Well, I think she's more mature than any woman I've ever met.
When did you learn that? Because she's mature.
When I found out that she's the one who's taking care of her sisters.
Okay.
The one who's
That's deep, yeah.
Because I feel like trauma has made her a woman.
Wow.
It's not about age. Sometimes you can have a boy younger than you, but then he can do things bigger than you. Yeah. So when I found out about that side, the moment I found out about that side is the moment I felt like, okay, this is what I've been.
And this was when the moment she's taking care of her sisters and all of that. It's from when she was still in school.
Still in school. So she's been doing since grade 10, I think.
Wow.
Because her mom, she's a single parent. She has to go to work most of the time. She's the one who always has to take care of kids. One of them is 13, 12 young kids.
Yeah, she needs to be there all the time.
Yeah, so that's when I fell in.
Yeah.
That's when I fell in love with her. Like, okay, if she can be able to take care of her, not neglect them and say, I'm a teenager now. I need to go to out there. I need to have fun. I need to see Baba that the fact that she kept herself so disciplined till that moment where I found out, this girl is not actually those type of girls that you get wilding around. And the fact that she's so beautiful and always reserved. That's when
she's reserved. She keeps to herself.
And she respects herself. She's not like when she's everywhere. Like, it's Tjhabster.
You've never seen Drops. How reserved Drops is. You've never seen her.
The one that was doing the cycling thing, the punch.
I mean, you've never seen Drops. Can you please pass your producer? We need a refill.
Drops are a punch.
Drops is the most reserved kind of a girl. But there's one thing, that's where you would see her. But in all our spaces, private spaces and all, and when we have a chill out and stuff, she's reserved.
I can see that.
And she talks to you when you talk to her. And she studies you because I'm how I don't know if Tjhabster
Before this,
she's out there.
You are a human condom.
So Malome, an interesting life journey that you've had, and thank you so much for sharing your life with us, and even the things that were kept to you
and very sensitive.
And just to wrap up this whole thing and your whole story, can we now talk music? Let's talk music. I think we're 5 minutes. Let's do that. Let's talk music and where you want to see yourself and how you want to elevate it. You've now already mentioned how it's a challenge, and I know that this is your heart and this is you doing it from a pure heart and you love it. So
Well, from a point that I am right now, I actually want to see young artists make it, because I feel like I didn't get the opportunities that were supposed to be given. I've been knocking on doors, I've been giving out proposals, the municipality been promising things, but then still nothing has happened. I had to build myself up. So in 4 years' time or 2 years' time, 3 years' time, I would love to have that artist here Eastern Free State, because we are mostly neglected. Most of the time we have to go Free State, we go to Bloemfontein, there's KBs, 2020 and Stino or one. There was this award, like Central Music Awards. I was the only artist in Eastern Free State. Why is that? And then the fact that why are we not actually getting pushed to the Eastern Free State?
Why are we not even pushing ourselves?
So imagine if I won that award, if people voted to the extent, and then Tactix won that award, the attention was going to shift from the western side to the eastern side, and then they were going to grow.
And they would think that there's something to look at.
But
Bethlehem has so much talent.
And most of
too much.
But when I show you the Bethlehem and Kwakwa, it's one of like the ones that I actually recommend as the top tier of hip hop, actually for making hip hop every state. You can do Bethlehem one trend is like he's the one who actually made it.
He's the pioneer.
So I just want to see all the young artists make it, but then not make it as superstars, because they have this mentality as superstars mentality. Like Facebook, I have a 7-seater. Let's go to Kwako. Nobody reply. Even artists themselves. Why?
Because that would also give them an exposure.
So when I was judging, no, Tactix just want to make money. I'm not even going to make money. Like I said, I paid for people to go there. If I had enough money, I was going to say I'm going to pay for that 7-seater. Let's go. But sometimes I do that. Still, nobody shows up. So I want them to lose this mentality how they want to be superstars.
It's not about being a superstar.
Being music is tough.
No.
Being Drake is tough. It's the business. It's a business plan. Running Tactix is like running pizza. I have to count my stock. I have to count my money. I have to make sure that my mindset is right. I go in the right direction. I listen to the right people. I don't just wake up and say I made a hit song. That's why sometimes we make a lot of hit songs, but then hey, Get peace.
Blow,
Because his business mindset is straight on.
Yeah.
He has invested on that, so
Yeah,
still radio
and
stations.
He's doing all things necessary.
Yeah, to do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then I also want to influence them more about register some Risa. Because now as an artist, I feel like, I think I'm the first independent artist pushing himself who actually got paid by some from this side of the industry.
Okay.
Like actually got
That's good.
real money.
Yeah.
Since I started from 2017.
Yeah.
Now when I got that call, maybe Rana Nagari.
But they pay
And then there was thousands. I was like,
And
I was not actually pushing.
and talking about that, I mean, you've got a big heart.
Yeah.
Something that Chabi mentioned, that you know this guy, ne? These authorities pay him, music authorities pay him, and he comes to me, and he says he's on his way to see his producer, and he's going to pay his producer half the amount the authorities paid him. And I said, no.
But wait.
Think about it somehow. You know,
The thing is, shouldn't the producer also be
on
on
the
sample? On the,
You were supposed to
I
be.
guess
but
there has to
then-
be a list.
yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be the composer, the
Yeah.
writer, and
It was
everyone.
supposed to be, but then unfortunately our artists and producers are not taking themselves
Yeah,
seriously.
Malome,
Serious,
now
yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
that's a, you're right, he has a big heart.
He has a big
Because
heart, yeah.
someone, we've heard stories allegedly that Maporisa Hakenya Bomama.
Yeah.
You know, and because now these guys that he included in the production music why didn't take themselves serious and didn't see where he was going with all of this.
Yeah, had they did what I did, they would have
coined him.
Do you understand? Do you understand? And I mean,
So guys, don't sleep on yourself.
don't sleep on yourselves. And this takes us to a producer. Or but I mean, for you to still be able to help him now, it's big. And I think I've seen him recently, and
Hey, but
It's
I
not
was
looking
going
good
to
for
give
him.
him 40%, not half.
I was gonna give
Oh, my
this
dating.
thing, yeah.
Half?
so
I believe in the power of giving.
Now what
Yeah.
must drops do with a hair? Now if I give...
kabanga.
Aye.
Yo. So, but yeah, man. It's nice, and I think with you, it's all more love than anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's all more love that you want to show than anything.
That's why every time there was this meeting Yamaspala that was held in my ward.
Yeah.
I actually approached and I asked a question to the mayor, straightforward talking. I hear you talking about rents, old people, all these things. Every time you're talking about the same thing, community service. What
Raising
about
taxes
us
and all of that.
as the youth? Because we're gonna be impacted by the same things. Because those are after that, but how about die of it?
Inherit and all of that.
I'm unemployed. I'm a graduate. I'm doing music.
Empower me so
And
that I'm able to
yeah.
give back to the municipality.
And most.
How can they empower you if they're empowering their pockets?
Hey.
So I
Story for another
said.
day.
So I told them already. You need to start looking. Like youth development officer. Choose somebody who's gonna be able to be accountable for it. Because Nadia say I'm gonna fight. And they know that I'm gonna fight. I
This
can
guy,
see
this
that
guy
things.
has been fighting the municipality for a long
Yeah,
time.
most of them know me.
I think we need him for
Yeah.
part 2.
We need to an extent where
He has a lot that he still has to share.
with regards to the municipality particularly, to an extent where he was never ever booked by the municipality for
I was
events.
cut out. Yeah.
Story for another day. Story for another episode.
So yeah,
So whoever is in office, municipalities, businessmen, please invest.
do
in
your work,
yeah,
invest in the
your
youth. Look at us. I mean the podcast, the Clear Cup, we're coming for you.
Because
So we're going to take that.
Yeah, because your grandchildren might benefit from me, from what I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. So
True,
make sure
man.
that you make your decisions right.
Yeah. That's power. So Malome, beautiful show, great music, and thank you again for sharing so much.
Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on
Yes.
Google. Google Tactix SA, you'll find anything. You might find your
How
picture.
nice the cameras are to Twitter, Facebook.
Anything, just say
Are you
Tactix SA.
Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Tactix
but
SA.
because that is
4,000
a problem.
followers. Facebook, 61,000 followers. Twitter, 4,000 followers. Anything, man. Thousands and thousands and thousands of
Thousands and
Allah,
thousands and thousands that the
Allah,
municipality
Allah,
paid
Allah.
him. So yeah, Ewudi,
One is
Maguire was benched.
yeah, Maguire. How did it take them so long? Like
Why?
Maguire is the biggest mystery in world football.
And when he was benched, there's a lady who I think tweeted about him
Being benched.
And then he said no, he doesn't listen to naysayers. He will do what he does best in the field. And I'm like, what?
In the do what he does best.
I mean, I also saw the starting lineup for Liverpool, ne? And there are 12 players. And guess who was the striker? The 12th player and the striker.
Oh yeah, Maguire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Maguire.
saw that.
He was
but he was not
striker.
benched for the Liverpool.
No. Yeah,
he was benched for yesterday's
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was benched.
No, I'm saying this is what I saw.
Okay, yeah, I saw that as well.
Even the
I
memes
saw that
now
very
are
fine.
taking note of Maguire.
And sidebar, there's apparently there was a bomb threat
Yeah.
at Maguire's house.
Jeez. So the fans are taking this very seriously.
No, it's very serious. Like you can't.
It's personal.
Yeah, you. Mara, I feel like sometimes to protect your player, as your coach, if you see this guy's not performing,
Yep.
protect your player.
Yep,
Take him
protect
out
your
of the scene
player.
for a while.
Yep.
Let him go rectify his
Yep.
mistakes and then bring him back.
Agreed.
So now, Maguire is kicking his teammates. He's scoring on goals, and
he's compromising the
8 games straight.
Hey, Mona. So no
I
matter
understand.
how hard other players want to fight, including the 2 goals Ronaldo scored.
Exactly.
And
Because-
what a header Ronaldo! Wow, against Norwich. Yeah, but man, he's compromising players, and I think it has even gotten to a point where players don't even like it anymore.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Imagine
on a Santa, Ndima, Wilbao. It's a Maguire not and
I mean, imagine.
So no, I think the players are also fed up with Maguire.
Yeah, I mean, he was for a long time compromising the team, and it was visible. I don't know why Rendrick and Saiboni.
And you have to keep in mind what football is to England is what cricket is to India.
True.
They take it very seriously.
Serious and eating to hearts. Yeah, but I think sometimes in Trinidad, the player and they cannot be benched because they were bought for an expensive amount. It's just killing the game because now the team is compromised because Mutano is the highest earning, and now you can't bench him.
I think it's all about how they coach you in Ali. Look at Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola bought Grealish for 100 million. He doesn't start every game.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't start every
He
game.
doesn't.
The most expensive British player doesn't play
Yeah.
every game.
No, he doesn't. I asked Maguire to that.
No, it's Grealish. Maguire was 80.
Maguire, but is. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah. Grealish was 100.
Yeah.
On the dot.
I'm glad Maguire is not the most
No.
expensive.
I mean, Maguire, I'm repeating this for the second. Hano can squat in such Chiefs. Hano can
In this current squad, he would fit such Chiefs.
No way.
Nah, the
Golden Arrows, Hano can.
the Black Leopards, like I said the other time, but yeah.
I wonder how Maguire's wife feels.
And the kids, that young boy,
Le bafana ba ntse ba ya sekolo ba nkenella ka ntate.
man, that's bad.
Maguire le yena
Maguire
mona
was
santse a
in
nane le
big
bana.
compromise.
Ka santse ba mkenella ske la
Yeah,
ngwana.
Maguire was a
Your
big
dad is
compromise,
Maguire, the
man.
fridge.
So-
Someone feel that nickname, the fridge.
So I had AKA Nadia are suing Daily Sun that bona balwana.
Are they suing
there
Daily
was-
Sun or are they suing the club in Ghana?
I don't know about the club. I heard that they were suing Daily Sun.
Once it's a combined statement.
Statement. Yeah, when there was
Ba
more-
bone ne ba bua ka
How to
bone ba le
abuse.
teng. Eh.
Yeah.
But they didn't abuse each other.
Yeah, there was no alleged abuse, there was no nothing, but I mean, what a toxic.
Mara, Uncle Tek, when from you, and I don't know if you're following AKA's,
I think I saw a couple of videos.
even like,
Let me do this quickly
yeah.
before you ask a question. Ronaldo or Messi?
Yes.
AKA or Casper?
Yes.
Okay, ask a question.
Okay, let me do this. Let me ask drops. Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo.
Casper or AKA? She doesn't like
When
that.
I get to
Ah, you know me. Okay, but let's get it from you, Ronaldo or Messi.
Ronaldo.
Okay. Yeah, we the same.
Yeah. I thought you took
Yeah,
that
no,
in.
we the same.
You and I are.
We the same.
You know.
Okay,
So,
so from the unfortunate event of his ex-fiancée passing away to this now with Nadia Nakai, do you think there's a trend with him abusing women?
but including even Bonang's.
Yeah.
Bonang also complained that there was a bit of a mistreatment from the guy.
Yeah, and I think we have a child inside of us, no? And if you can heal that child, you can be able to take it with AK as a child. He's a child, you know.
Yeah.
He went from being a baby daddy to trying to be a good baby daddy, and then he was more like me. He hasn't found himself yet. He's still lost in this. AKA, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Because controversy and bad news seem to follow him all the time.
Definitely.
It's not good.
So until he finds himself, he's never gonna be free from
Yeah.
But a shout out to his PR people. I've never heard cancel AKA.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
never.
I've never heard.
Yeah.
They don't
I've
know.
heard this AKA Defense Force.
Aye,
On Twitter. But the guy's problematic, and I hope for Nadia's sake, and I will say this openly for Nadia's sake, that she knows where she's at and she's comfortable where she's at, and she knows that whatever that she is denying she's denying the truth, and there's nothing that's going to follow her after all of this, because now I'm worried for her now, and I'm worried about AKA still. Although I don't like the guy, but I'm worried about him because he needs to find help. He needs to realize that he needs to find help and be okay.
Yeah, you must see him in the club, and he's not. When I'm in the club, you try to keep it there. I can drink, but then still keep it. He will be there playing. He's crazy. He's a kid.
And people suggested that it was problem of drugs before, and
Apparently
and allegedly, we don't have information, but he has personal issues that he needs to fix.
There's something I wanted to talk about last week that I forgot to mention.
Yep.
Oscar Mo versus Ceega Mero.
Oscar both throwing shade at Ceega in the comment section on Facebook.
No, but he was throwing shade. This is my personal view. Whatever Ceega may think, or whoever he may think he is, still smaller than Oscar Mo.
Ceega is a guy who thinks he is.
Whoever he thinks he is. But listen to what I'm saying. He's still smaller than Oscar Mo.
I don't care. I don't even like Oscar Mo because he has an arrogant personality, and he's very arrogant, the guy. But Ceega is who he thinks he is, and
I feel like Umwela because he's out here, guys.
Yes.
Ceega is as arrogant.
No.
Ceega,
I agree.
Exactly.
Flat, I agree.
Let me tell you something right now. If Ceega was a guy from Kwap or a guy from Senegal, he'd be singing the different tune.
No, never.
I'm telling you. And then listen to this. If Ceega is mentioned in the same breath as Shimza or
when Shimza,
let me finish talking first.
Okay.
Thank you. Put some respect on me. Yeah. If his name is mentioned in the same breath as Oscar Mbo and Shimza, he gets traction.
Okay.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Just being mentioned with them.
Okay.
That's why he entertains these whole things. I don't know if
what did Ceega do wrong?
I don't know if he does it intentionally.
No. Let's get there first. Oscar Mbo. Because
I can't.
Maybe the guy Shimza. I threw shade at even Ceega. I even did a video, and his brother, younger brother, the one they call that useless one. About and stuff like that, but it blew over. But I had a go at Ceega and how he did. I believe it was about laptop DJs and six-pack stuff. Sharp. Yeah, the guy Oscar Mbo. He said what he felt, and Ceega needs to be allowed to be a human being before he becomes an artist and a DJ. Oscar Mbo for Ceega was not playing nice music, and Ceega had to talk about it. You know?
Yeah, but
Oscar Mbo not trash. And
to him!
No, it's
to Ceega.
Steve, my man, let's bring it home. Let's bring it home.
Let's
bring it home.
If the masses were complaining,
my man,
were the masses complaining?
Let's leave the masses. Let's bring it home. You played it, bro, guys.
Yeah.
And if someone came on Twitter or Facebook and said, Chabi one time was playing nonsense.
Because I got following and people are
do you understand? It would be that person's own opinion. And they would be allowed to speak about their opinion and say anything about their opinion. But because now he's Ceega, opinion.
But he's a fellow DJ.
On a cruise.
My man.
He's a fellow DJ, but he.
My man.
Oscar Mbo and
now that's what I want to explain to you. Okay. He knows that if he says Oscar Mbo played nonsense, he's gonna get traction. He knows. Wait. Let me take it back. I don't know if he's smart enough to think that way.
Okay.
But if he is, shout out to him.
Yeah. I bet Oscar Mboza come get the show. I mean, I wanna Yashimza, Blue Waves, like Yashimza was hectic. And that's where I would say he gained the most traction. And Ceega has been doing well for himself.
No, he has been.
He has been doing well for himself.
He has been.
And his move to Durban solidified his hard work and all of that.
We're not talking about
Oscar Mbo. For me, it was nothing about traction and him trying to gain
popularity
and all of that.
Okay,
Oscar Mbo, the guy. For me, Oscar Mbo is a good DJ. I mean, I listen to his singers, his songs. They are not even good songs. Now you're coming home. Because I'm saying so. It's my opinion.
Yes.
Exactly. What I was trying to show you that Ceega should be allowed to have his own opinion. He went on a damn cruise.
He can
enjoy himself.
So why can't he talk? Why is
Facebook? He's a human being.
Nothing
he uses Facebook. That's your opinion.
Exactly. But he's probably going to get angry at that. He's going to get angry at that. I'm telling you. Because I know the kind of... You are. I'm telling you.
No. He plays nice, soulful, deep house music for me.
Let us go on a
people who love him. Yeah, but still, like Ceega had an opinion. I have an opinion. Oscar Mbo plays nonsense. If somebody can come and say, I never wanna come to Blaq Zulu, Tjhabster plays nonsense, it's their opinion. So you are a DJ, you must be able to understand that. He's a DJ. There are people who doesn't like brand tactics. And he understands that.
I have no problem with any random person saying, okay.
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this now. If
Wait.
No. Let me pose my question first.
If I suck that night.
If Tactics would go on Twitter or any platform, social media, and say, AKA, or maybe would you want to say that Tactics would be trying to gain traction? Or his true feelings and experience of the show?
There's a difference between the Halitamna and Uleta.
No,
maybe that night
because I was at this show and I didn't even enjoy him. Would you say Tactics would be trying to gain traction? AKA to say
yes, I would be. Because he's a no-name.
That's the Tjhabster for you.
Yes, I would be. AKA is a big brand. And putting your name in the same. Thank you. I'd say that.
What's like a big brand in myself? How would you pack up? No, you'd be experiencing your own feelings.
But that's different. We're both no names.
Yeah, no name.
Hello. We're both no names.
Hello, don't put me in your mess. You're no name.
My man, you may think that Oscar Mbo but the mere fact that you know his name.
Yay.
Thank you. And cut.
Oscar Mbo and cut. And Ceega should be allowed to express his opinion like a normal human being.
He could have gone and talked to his friends and tell, hey, my gents, and Nani say, his friends, whoever his friends.
Mention one.
Mention one. I don't know his friends.
Wow.
I don't know his friends. I'm not his friend.
Let's have a discussion. Anyway.
Moving right along. What do you think about Casper Asahanoya Wumekji? After he promised that if he loses the fight.
Casper is smart. And I think if he lost the fight against Nak, even if he lost, he would never go there because his reasons for not wanting to go there and are pure and honest to him.
Yeah.
So whoever Saul
then why make
or
the
McG would pull that tweet up and say, remember. But Casper's that guy, people say so. Say my
just like his name getting.
Yeah, Casper wanted to try and flow around, and that makes him money and gains him more traction. And again,
now that you know the word, you're using it like now you're traction.
We're not traction. We'll just sit to the show. Nobody can us. We talk momentum.
Wow.
So yeah. But what do you think?
What do you think?
Casper?
Casper is a businessman.
So
Yeah, he's just making noise.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna go.
Nah.
He's got too much.
I was gonna go.
Now.
And say what and clarify and be seen as you trying to talk for yourself now because now
Happy doesn't have to justify anything.
he has done
Yes,
so well. He's way ahead.
And he's been trashed so many times.
Yeah, he's way ahead.
I get
And
that.
you didn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
I think well. I'm
What's
giving them an interview.
I just think that's the nice
I
one.
mean, do you know how Messi can get?
But then when
Jup jup.
Deal with it the way Cabello dealt with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Deal.
And how the operation to do the guy dealt with it.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Cabello never took them now.
I'm not.
MG couldn't do
And
that.
no matter
Discipline.
Hey!
Now what discipline?
Hey!
Yeah.
Maputi!
What's up with my baby?
No player 1505 or player 105. Yeah. Wanna mix some the beats about with the lyrics and all of that.
Okay.
And make a nice tune about it.
Okay.
So now there's a mix that he did where he's Zinja.
Hey.
It's alongside Drake's lyrics and all of that.
Okay.
And what was things okay, that's real. Or Drake unkile beat high. I rap out in my own.
So my Paputs wants to sue Drake.
No, but what to say, but Zinja was a hit and blah blah. Yeah, Zinja was a hit, good, sharp. But what I believe over now. Drake unkile beat Zinja rap out now. And then she's like, no man, it's a mashup. I mean, we know player 105 is known for exactly that. Yeah, but so I was like, no, you can't say this, guys. Khona le. Anything ngikhuluma ngayo nina. Bese kwanele ka Drake ke. UDrake vele uyenzile lento. Hot money. Hot money is not even there. But I think he understood in the end of it. Yeah, it was just a mashup and all of that. But yeah.
Shout out to my Paputs.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Nice guest.
Definitely. It was lovely to have you on the
We'll have a part 2 where we deal with
Yeah, we
a
need
lot
to
of
discipline
things.
certain things.
Cool.
And if you don't discipline these people, things will keep on doing.
Yeah, even if you don't say what you truly feel and don't speak up.
And some of them, we need to bring them here. They need to be accountable for it.
Yeah, but I wonder if they will come. Let's try them.
Let's do it.
Let's try them.
I think they're gonna act like
There's
that.
this ward council in particular that I want to invite.
Exactly, we need those.
So we'll hear what you mean about now.
Wait, you can say his name. I want to hear.
No. Let's talk about that off air.
I want to hear.
in case I'm not Hana.
Yeah.
Because Haka Utoto Hana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haka utota.
I mean, the reason you have because when I vote, I'm the government.
Yes.
And when I come to your office and you're not giving me the service that I need,
Yeah.
you need to come here and answer
And
why
be
I'm
accountable.
not giving that.
Yeah. So let's discuss that. So yeah, nice show.
Nice
Great
show.
guest, great co-host.
Please
Tabby one time.
subscribe.
Great producer. Guys, subscribe.
Yeah, please
Subscribe.
subscribe.
One of these days, we don't try to make a
Yeah.
subscribe.
Don't just view, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And then Abasha Banabaloy.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kinna, the black guy, little
Yeah, with the sexy chubby nip.
Peace.